This is for my 2012 Can-Am 1000 rear diff. I'm trying to remove the pinion bearing in the rear diff. So I made this little thing here. Basically, in the pinion bearing, take out the all the needles that are in there, so you have a lip around the edge there. And I dropped this one. I already took out and I only put it halfway back in. So I dropped a nut in there. You can see the nut at the bottom there. And you take this washer where I shave the sides down on two sides so it fits. And I'm not doing a good job of showing you how it goes in, but it goes in sideways and then it flips. Take the rod, go through the hole there, and you only need a couple of threads. Oops, sorry about the crappy camera work. Spin it around so you get a couple threads in there. You got to make sure you got something that fits good. So you can see I try and pull up on it now and it's already tight against that. So then I just had a piece because I didn't want to damage the diff itself. Took that. Took a piece of steel that I had laying around, laid that on top, actually the other way around. Put a nut on top. Now, you can see inside here, I put a flat on the, sorry, I'm reaching around grabbing wrenches as I go. I put a small flat on you can't really see it, but it's there, and I can get a wrench on it so that when I turn the top, it's not spinning the bolt. It's just, or the threaded rod. It's just pulling up on it. And guys, lo and behold, this thing worked perfect. It pulled it up without a problem. So, I don't know, quick tip, you can give it a try. Worked perfect for me. I never thought I'd get it out. And that's that. Give it a try. So to be clear on that one, just so you know what I was doing there. So assume that bearing is in the pocket that it was in. You take the nut, you drop it in there. It basically looks like that in there. The washer, you're gonna put in, you gotta shave the two sides. You're gonna put it in, it's gonna lay like that. You take your threaded rod through the diff. Oops. Because I'm showing this on a table. It's not coming out too great. Oh, and by the way, I put that little flat on there. You can see I just grounded. So when I peeked in the hole down the side, so you're driving this screw in, or this threaded rod in just a bit. You got to make sure the nut is not super tight on the end. You know how some nuts, they don't go on very good. Anyway, you can see that's how it's grabbing. So then you finish the top. You put this, obviously that was through the diff hole. That was actually through there. You can see it down in there. You put your bar, your plastic protector on here, and then you just put your nut on here and thread it up and pull up. But you do need that wrench through here on that flat piece so that as you're turning that nut on top, the threaded rod isn't continuing to turn. Otherwise, it's not going to pull up. Anyway, that's it. Quick, dirty. It worked perfectly. Thanks. By the way, I wanted to add something to this video. There's a lot of guys that also ask how you get this nut out, and somebody online said use an 1.5 inch rod. Yeah, and just so you know, it goes in like that, and it works perfectly. I used it, and I heated up the aluminum with a torch first, just slightly, and then I just used a pipe wrench on it, and it came right out. You do have to remember though, going clockwise is what loosens it. Counterclockwise tightens it. This is just the way it's designed because of the way the diff spins. But anyway, the 1.5 inch rod worked great.